Good morning and buenos dias, Walnut Street School. Welcome back to a place where we are safe, where we are mindful, and where we are the learner profile. Today is Thursday, November 9th, 2023. Hoy es jueves, 9 de noviembre de 2023. It is day 2 for our specials rotation. Lunch A today will be chicken nuggets, and lunch B will be Little Smokies. Sides will be a cinnamon roll, mashed potatoes, and peaches. Tomorrow, lunch A will be cheese pizza, and lunch B will be a breaded chicken patty. Sides will be green beans, salad bar, strawberries, and bananas. Congratulations, felicidades, to our extended core trophy winners from last week. K2 winner, Mrs. Nish's class. 3-5 winner, Miss Patton's class. We are so proud of you for showing up for your specials and earning your points and really doing your best while you're out at extended core.
Congratulations to
Congratulations to everyone who earned a Learner Profile Award. I have a very big stack this morning. I have Knowledgeable Awards for Griffin, Kaden, and Kieran. I have Balanced Awards for Ava, Miss Tina, Miss Baker, Miss Danielson, Jeremiah, Mr. Grumpy, and Miss Patton. I have Risk Taker Awards for Moses, Aiden, Castiel, and Miss Lamb. I have Open-Minded Awards for Miss Younghee, Miss Cook, Rowan, Journey in Mr. Laria's class, Mrs. Biggs, Mr. Lane, Mr. Hillis, Miss Danielson, Mr. Grumpy, Miss Wilbur, Mr. Bala, Mrs. Edinburn, Mrs. Danielson, Hendricks, Naya, Ava, Kieran, and Mr. Hillis. I have Caring Awards for Link, Miss M, Miss Barnheiser, that's me, thank you, Mr. Peter, Mrs. Briggs, Mrs. Cook, Mrs. Durbala, Miss Natasha, Miss Jeannie, Mrs. Durbala, Miss Schaefer. I'm sorry, that just says a teacher's first name. I was trying to make sure it wasn't a student, but it is for Mrs. Nish, Mr. Bala, Miss Lute Swenson, Miss C, Mrs. Nish, Miss Lau, Miss Kim, Charles, Kate, Bernard, Blessing, Harlem, Bella, Griffin, Ava, Castiel, Phoebe, Miss Amire, Miss Christina, Miss Joe, Mr. Hillis, Miss Lau, Mrs. Briggs, and for Skylar. I have Principal Awards for Mr. Jared, Miss Cox, Miss Caroline, Naya, Mr. Hillis, Mrs. Little, Miss Joe, and Miss Barry. And I have Communicator Awards for Mrs. Baker, Mrs. Briggs, Mrs. Edinburn, Mr. Laria, Mr. Hillis, Miss Lute Swenson, Mr. Bala, Miss Susanna, Ava, Kate, Drin, Miss Sinopoli, Bella, Brooklyn C. in Mrs. Boma's class, Briasia, Liam in Mrs. Boma's class, Livy, Kate, and 2 Communicator Awards for Kaden. Whew, that was a big stack, and we will be around to get those out to all of you in your classrooms. If you would like to say the Pledge of Allegiance, you may pause the announcements to do it now, or you can wait until the end. Let's show our school spirit with our school-wide chant. Primero en español. Somos, somos, y somos. Y en inglés, we are, we are, we are. Let's make it an awesome day, Walnut Street School. Tengan bonita día.